Hello everyone, myself Chandan Mandal, and today we are here to discuss the second question of our contest, that is kangaroos hop. Okay, so let's try to understand the question first. Alice was dreaming a horrific dream. In her dream, the world is submerged with large amount of water. Fortunately, there was an island number from 1 to n were present in a circular format. Okay, so here we can see that our island is present in a circular format. Okay, and further we are told that she also saw a kangaroo which was standing on an island. The kangaroo started to jump from current island to next island, that is from 1 to 2 or n. Okay, so here we can see that kangaroo is making jump over the island one by one, again as they are arranged in a circle. Okay, and also we are told that once n number of island is covered, we are again going to repeat from first island, because we can see that it is in a circular format, right? Next, again as they are arranged in circle, after taking some jumps, the kangaroo stop at a position and the whole world just got submerged into the water and Alice woke up. Now, Alice was wondering what was the last island on which kangaroo landed while jumping. She didn't know exactly what was the island number on which the kangaroo landed at last. So here we have to find the last number of island where kangaroo was present just before the world was completely submerged in water. Okay, but she remembered the initial island number where kangaroo was present. Okay, so from where the kangaroo had started jumping, that number is in the mind of Alice. And next, kangaroo was present and number of jumps kangaroo had made. Okay, island. Since she is not able to find the island number, she asks you your help. Okay, can you help her out? Okay. So here we are given the input format T represent number of test cases, and next line will have N, K and X, where N is number of islands, K will represent the initial position of the kangaroo, and X is the total number of jump kangaroo made. Okay. And here we are provided with the constraint. We have to give the output of the last island where the kangaroo were have stopped. Okay, so first we are having our test case as 914. So let's try to understand using this example. Here we are told as 914, where 9 is representing number of islands. Okay, and 1 is representing initial position of the kangaroo, right? And 4 is total number of jumps kangaroo can make. Total number of jumps, right? So now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. Let us assume these are our 9 islands. So at the very first, kangaroo is present on the very first island, right? And from here, he is going to jump for 4 times, right? So 1, 2, 3 and 4. Once he has completed his 4 jump, he reached to a position where he is present at island number 5, right? So our output must be 5. Let's check it out. Yeah, here we have output as 5 for the very first test case. Now, okay. So now try to understand that how we have got this position, right? The final position of the kangaroo. We have simply added the initial position. Okay, initial position of kangaroo, that is 1, with number of jumps he can made, right? So it will number of jump was 4, so it will give eventually 5, which represent the number of island at which the kangaroo is present at the last, right? So that's our very first case. We just have to add the initial location of the kangaroo and the total number of jumps he can make. Okay, now let's go for one more example. Let me erase it out. So next example is 536. Okay, 536. We have five islands: one, two, three, four, five. Right? And initially, the kangaroo is present at the third island. One, two, three, four, five. Let me name it. So here our initial position of the kangaroo is at island 3, right? From here he is going to make six number of jumps, right? So from here, first jump, second jump, third jump, fourth jump, fifth jump, and lastly sixth jump. Okay, so here we can see that answer must be 4, right? And yes, answer must be 4. And yeah, after, how can we get this answer as 4? Right? Because in this case, if we add 3 plus 6, we are simply going to get 9, which is not a desirable answer, right? So here we can see the number of jumps and the initial position and number of jumps when added gives a greater value, right? Than the number of islands present. So in this case, we just have to repeat ourselves, right? So in order to repeat in max, in order to repeat a proper given sequence, we simply have to do modulo of total numbers, right? So here total number of island is 5. So here we have to do just the modulo of 5 with 9. Okay, here we will simply add the initial position with the number of jumps and which will be moduloed with 5, which will give our answer as this will become 9. 9 divided by 5, sorry, 9 modulo 5 will give us the answer as 4, right? So here we have finally derived our formula for which we have to implement in coding section, right? And it is very much a simple, but we just have to play with some constraints and deal with it properly. Okay, once you are developed this once you are able to develop this formula, you are halfway done for it. Okay, now let's try to understand the code. I have done the code in Java, and the code in C++ and Python will be provided in the description. So here, as we all know, we simply have to take the standard input output format. So here we have taken the scanner class, and first of all T, which represent the number of test cases, and we are running this code for T times, right, in order to cover each test cases. In this case, we have our T as 3, and for each T, we are going to run this code so that it can be covered each and every test cases. Okay, so here as we have talked about the constraint here is represented, x is given as 10 raised to 5. So in order it is, which is not possible to store in integer format, right? Not even in long. So here we are going to use as big integer. It is a primitive data type. It is present in Java, and in C++ we usually have long type which can be used. And talking about the code further, nextly we are going to take our input n, which will represent the number of island, and next we are going to have our input k, which will represent the initial position. Okay, and lastly x, which will represent the total number of jumps he can make. Okay, and here we are calculating a result which we have done here. Okay, this calculation and its answer is being calculated over here. Okay, here res will store the result, right? And here we are doing nothing but x added with k, as it is a primitive data type, so we cannot simply use this value like multiply plus that one. Okay, so we are here using this format, and k is added with x. So here the initial position is added with total number of jumps, right? And then it is then a modulo function is performed with n. So we are simply going to have our answer, and whenever our value is whenever our value is less than n, we are going to see that our value is simply written as n, right? Because we have not exceeded our number of islands, right? For example, if I say I have 9 number of islands, but my initial position was 1 and I have 4 jumps only, so it will eventually give us the answer as 5, right? It is present in the fifth island, which is already less than n, right? Maximum number of island. So we are simply going to return our value as res. So let's try to understand this. And here we are given res dot compared to big integer 0. Here this is a comparator which is used to compare the res value with 0. Okay, we are here comparing the result value with 0. If it is 0, then we can say that 9 modulo 9, what's the answer? 0, right? So it means when I have completed, I am on the island 9 and I have only 9 islands, then we are going to have this case, right? Which will be performed as an edge case, you can say. Here we are simply going to return as n, and if not so, we are simply going to return the value of result, right? So let's try to submit this code. So yes, we have covered all the test cases and it has been cleared perfectly. Hope you are able to understand the code properly. If you have any doubts, you can comment below and let me know. Thank you.